everyone, Which Book Club is here. I'm doing a video about, I wanted to say I'm very thankful for being included and accepted into the Greystone Path. But after some thinking and going through, my day-to-day life and my learning process, the way I learn, it's the way it's set up on Yahoo groups, because I want to be inclusive. I want to have like a real covering experience online, and that's really hard for me to do when it's always reading. I'm not an avid reader. That's why I make vlogs instead of actually physically journaling. I record all these and I save them and post them on YouTube. And it was kind of my, I don't know, stupidity, I guess, that I just assumed that there would be more of this in it, only because of Annie's a YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber. You know what I mean? I just assumed that we would be doing more live stuff, or not always live, but you know what I mean, more of this kind of interaction. This interface for me is tons better than having to sift through posts, and it's because of the way I read. And I've made videos about this before, and I have actually made this video a couple times, and I get kind of wordy on when I start to explain my learning process. But basically, I need to learn or read in a chronological order because I get distracted and things happen, and I'm very busy. So I can find Annie's topic very easy from the Greystone Path website, but when I go on to Yahoo groups, I have to find her post, and then there's all these other posts, right? And it's people posting their journaling work, but then also replying to other people's story. So they become all jumbled, and they're not in any kind of order. And for me, I need the order. And so that being said, I'm finding myself falling behind, and then when I'm trying to play catch up, I don't really have time to read anyone else's posts, and I'm just making my video and then posting it, and then making a video and posting it, and making a video and posting it, and I'm just specifically watching Annie's video and reading the journaling work, and then later on I go do the ritual work. So for the journaling work, I just kind of quickly make those videos back to back, and I don't think that's part of the learning process. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? It shouldn't feel rushed and uneducated. You know what I mean? I'm kind of stabbing in the dark at the subject. Sometimes I don't even get to read all of Annie's posts because they're very good, but some of them have been long, and so, and my thought process is I'm worried that the more in depth we get, the longer, the more reading there's going to be. And with me being like, I'm a bullet points type person, you know what I mean, and very orderly. So it's easy for me to go, what do I do first? What do I do second? What do I do third? What do I do fourth? Okay, and then do it. Not that I don't like stories. I do like stories. But then trying to piece them together from the Yahoo group is really hard for me because, like I said, they're not in any kind of order. They're replies from the topics, and what makes it frustrating is because I'm so orderly, and when I go to read, like I'll read a reply to Annie's topic from some seeker, and then a screensaver. I think I'd learned to turn that off. I'd read a reply, and then they reference somebody else's thing, so it wasn't the first reply. It was somewhere down the line. And then that makes my head go, and I got to go back and I got to find that person's, and then I'm reading that person's, and then it's a reply to somebody else. So, and then some of them are actual just topics. They don't reference anybody else, which is fine. But when they start referencing everyone else, I want to be included so I can understand where they came to those points, where they're making their point and how they came to those conclusions. And I can't do that if I didn't get to read the post, and I can't find the post. So that's very wordy explanation of how my brain works. If you can get my meaning, you know what I mean? It's kind of like it's a jumbled mess anyway, but I need it to be orderly so that I can do it. And that being said, like I told Annie, I said I had no expectations about changing her course or changing the way she does things at all. It's just I would want to make everyone aware that this is my plight, and that's why I'm having to decide to withdraw, because of the way I learn, I'm getting farther and further behind. And to me, it feels like I'm approaching this as a solitary witch again, or a solitary learner, and that wasn't my intent on joining the program. I wanted to be inclusive. I wanted to feel part of the group, and I wanted to, like I said, the live coven experience on an online group. And I think that was because I just misunderstood the outline. You know what I mean? I understood the outline, and I saw the words videos, and I was thinking, oh, we're both YouTubers. That means there's going to be a lot of interaction through this interface, and that'll be awesome. But that's my mistake. So, after all that long explanation, I tried to cut most of that out before, and I feel like I'm leaving everyone in the dark if I make the video really vague. So, I wanted to just say thank you to Annie and to every other seeker for your hospitality and inviting me and trying to include me. And for now, like I said, I'm going to withdraw, and I'm going to go back to my path, because I feel like I don't even have time for my own path or my own stuff because of work and all the other obligations I have during the day. Because not just work, but I also do other stuff. I do a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with my path. But it's really important to me. Like, I'm part of an online gaming community. I run a group of people that's in like 800 now, and I have to make sure that they're set up on what they're doing so that everyone there is having fun and doing what they want, what they love. And then I get to do that for a couple hours, and then I try and read for a little bit, and then I have to walk my dogs, and then it's just life basically. And so with all that happening, and plus work, and because of the way I learn, I just can't get through it. I hate the feeling that I'm behind, or that I'm not on the same page as everybody else. It just drives me crazy. So instead of falling further and behind and making myself upset and not having fun or not enjoying my experience, I think it's better if I step back and do my thing. But I want to again thank everyone for having me, and I'm sorry that this video is a little wordy. And I hope to see you soon. Keep checking out my channel and watch Annie's channel. She has some really great videos. I love watching her channel. And I will talk to you soon. Blessed be.